Hello guys, welcome to CHAnser show. This is going to be a video to help out people that are actively transitioning into the private sector or basically becoming veterans themselves. I also got a lot of questions from them at the same time. One name is CHAnser, Mish. We went back and forth on YouTube. Two comments. One of our video was want to see Air Force Doctor for my TDRL. That was kind of my blog, a little bit rant and stuff like that. Just letting you know, it's been a little over 5 years since I got separated from the Air Force. I got medically discharged on February 2016, and then went to two TDRLs, and then they finally got me into uh, permanent disability retirement for it with the VA, and I'm 100% with the VA now. I got out, I was 90, now I'm 100%. I am totally disabled and not able to bother with it anymore. So I'm gonna give you the step by step what you need to do, and remember, it's been 5 years. A lot of stuff will help. Some of the stuff you're really gonna have to find the answers. You're gonna have to like little dive in. I can do so much because I don't really talk to a lot of veterans. I only have like a few veterans friends. A lot of people that are still in active duty, and they have their own problem, their own kids, and their own family, and so forth as well. So I am going to go for, let's see, I view all 6 lives. Okay. Are you still in TDR boss? No, I am not actually. I got a TDRL about years ago. Uh, Sorry, my stepdad's getting his pay in. It's kind of weird. Yeah, TDRL. I got TDR, I believe, 2 years ago. And TDRL is a kind of a different kind of subject, so I'm gonna try and process what you before go through that as well. See here, did they ever lower your rating for PTSD? When they review you after 3 years, don't they check you again for 3 years? How does that work? Um, it's different. They do not lower your PTSD. It's basically like a actual solid percentages. Usually TDRL, unless you have a PTSD test or some kind of psych eval test, and that will stick because there is no cure for PTSD. Only alleviate it or try to basically alleviate it or you to kind of control it. I have random outbursts. I'll be happy 1 second. I'll be like someone different the next. I have night terrors. So there is no real cure, but you are going to have to go to a therapist and a psychiatrist once you get out. Once you separate it, you really need to go schedule mental health. You want to have those records that you are going to seeing mental health for your PTSD and so forth, and they will document and everything else. Once you go to like TDRL again or a BL reevaluation, they'll look at it and say, "Oh, been going to mental health, and they've been trying to help you out with it. This medication may work, that medication not work. Okay, we still know that you're still broken." So that's basically what you had to do with it as well. They don't really lower it. You might have, if your PTSD gets worse than you were now, it might go up more, like 10-20% more, but usually it will still be the same. My mental health was 50%, then became 70%, and that got me up to 100%. VA percentage is really bad. The Air Force or the military TDRL percentages, they're really not going to do much for you. because is either you get that percentage or the VA percentage, but the VA percentage pays a lot more than the military percentage for TRL or retirement. Because depending on how many years you worked in, let's say you worked 20 years in the military, your retirement would be half. So just to keep that in mind. They may change it within several years. I've been out of the game as well. But yes. This is a well. I got put on TDRL. However, they say as I like it for most people, they're able to come back and during TDRL, especially for mental health. They would rather give you separation pay or lower your percentage, just overall retire you. That you went through the process yourself. I just wanted to know how life is going to be for me during TDRL, what to expect, and how to ensure that rating do not go lower since we have somewhat similar diagnosis. Um, I have more diagnosis than mental health. I have a lot of physical problems. I have a lot of physical problems. I can't walk outside without a cane. I can't hold myself up for long periods of time without a cane or hold someone. I cannot bathe myself as well. I cannot cook anymore because my mindset is somewhere else. I almost burned down the house a couple of days ago and got yelled by my mom, and got yelled by my wife. But yes, if you do not, I wish you, I would not worry too much about TDRL. I know you say you have 90% of the VA. I'll just stick with 90% VA. I think Air Force is 40 to 60%, and they will separate you for it. That is if the VA deem that you're completely like healthy, but that's never going to happen. But the military TDRL pay is not that bad. Like I said, you do not have to sign the paperwork right away. You can actually appeal for it if the percentage you think a TDRL uh, doesn't look like it's good. Let's say if TDRL say I'm 40%, but you have all these medical problems, like how can it be 40%? You could apply for appeal, unless TDRL told you to sign this paper for the percentage. Until you get the percentage, you get signed for it. You're good for about good 2 to 4 years for that percentage. Let's say you get 60%. You say, okay, I accept that 60%. For 2 to 4 years, you're golden, are golden for that 60%. You agree to it. If you did not like it, you could appeal for it and go to court and do and have the medical board reevaluate you, get a second opinion from a different doctor. Um, but to still keep it while you're still going through TDRL, like I said, go see your mental health, go see your doctor. You got to go see, you got to do a whole bunch, go to like pain specialist and so forth of that. Go to your doctors. Keep going. You may I used to see a doctor 6 to 8 times a month until the doctor says, there's no way we can cure you. Only day we can make you to do is make you feel comfortable. That's pretty much it. Your body's already fucked up and can't be repaired. The VA's not going to spend several hundreds of $1,000s to fix you up. So instead, we'll just make you feel a little more comfortable. That's basically it. I went to a pain specialist. I went to physical therapy for 3 years straight. And I'm like, it's not doing anything. Chiropractor didn't do anything either because my spine is literally deteriorating until it's like, then I only go see a doctor. I only see mental health now because a lot of these physical doctors, X-ray gets worse, everything gets worse. It's like it's not going to get any better. So if you keep going to your appointments and keep making your appointments for your pain, mental health, and so forth, long as it's documented, you should not worry about your percentages going down at all. Either in your next reevaluation and your next TDRL, it should go up. Or you might be lucky, TDRL will say, yeah, you're worse than you were 2 years ago, so we're just going to permanently separate you with this percentage and stuff like that. And the end, and before you're fully separated, from the permanently separated retired, they'll have you paper. Here's your percentages. You accept these percentages. Sign it if you do. If not, you could appeal, go to court, and so on for that. That's how it works. Same thing. It does the same thing with VA. Same thing with the VA as well. So was you not? Hopefully, didn't sign everything. Hopefully, you should be. You should. You should be. They should be giving you a social worker before being separated out of the military to tell you how the process works. A social worker is someone that works in the military. That's not really a military. It's a civilian that knows the process of TDRL, VA. Make sure you transition out of the military to the private sector, fine, and so forth as well. You should be getting classes what to do before you leave. If they did not do that, I do not know what branch you are. I was in the Air Force, so me and my wife took a lot of classes. We had social workers and so forth. So hopefully you got classes and everything what you need to do, because every year they keep changing the, especially the VA. VA are a little sneaky little pieces of you know what. But yeah, you need to get a social work. They should be getting you. They should be appointing you to a social worker. If not, request a social worker. That is one of the rights that you need to have to make sure all your paperwork's on file. Also, paperwork on file. Make sure you have I mean, all of your medical documents, all of it, printed out multiple times, put it in a vanilla folder, and put on a flash drive. Because military and VA are notoriously losing your medical documents. It happened to me before several times. And I have stacks of printed and flash drives of my medical documents, my x-ray, my dental record, everything. And you need to get those, because in this Air Force, your military is like, I sent it all to the VA. The VA is like, I don't have it. Like, well, I have it right here. Start, putting that in the file, so far. So you have everything digitalized and photocopied. Photocopy multiple of your DD-214. You have no idea how much you're going to need it in the beginning of you being out in the private sector. Start getting your VA pay, stuff like that as well. It also depends on what state you're in. Depending what state you go to, they have better VA care or they have a shitty VA care. Just throwing that out for you as well. And so yeah. Let's continue this more. Well, I got put on TDR. However, they are saying, let's see here. Well, I got put TDRL. However, they are saying that it's unlikely for people to come back during TDRL, especially for mental health. Yeah, that you will go back. They go to probably TDRL like 2 to 4 years until they separate you permanently with the same percentages. I got the same percentages with. So yeah. So you got 90% for your VA and still active duty, but I will be on TDRL in a few months. You should be, once you get out of the military, go to VA Affairs. Go to VA Affairs, give you a DD-214. Get that paper. You should have a paperwork to say that you're 90% VA. You go to CMP, compensation and pension, and you start your VA pay. You get within 6 months. You should have enough money. You should have enough money saved for about at least 3 to 6 months. Just letting you know right now, because after you're out, you're out. You're not getting paid by the military anymore. So you want to get that started with the VA, with the VA Affairs. Get that done and going so you get paid fast. So I wish you, depending what state you are, save a lot of money. A lot of freaking money. Do not bring stuff with you where you're at going to another state if you don't have the storage for it. Sell it. Sell it, get the money, and basically that for your survival for sucks. VA can provide housing. It's not going to be a nice housing, but it will be, a room that will be probably be sharing with other people, other veterans. Just letting you know. Depending on, like I said, what state you are at. See here. Yeah, I got that part, but how did you become TRL? I looked it up because they usually say you're done. You don't have to come back anymore. You're permanently disabled and not able to work. When they put that on it, that'll be in all your freaking background check saying that you're not able to work. You're not an unstable person. So basically, took me 4 years, two visits. You should have e-benefit for you should have e-benefit for your VA and military. It has your My Peers, My Pay, so forth and so forth. Make sure you save the password as well. Long as that is updated with the address and the contact information, they'll contact you within 1 or 2 years through email or on the phone to get you set up to go to a base to get checked up by an actual physical doctor and a mental doctor. And if they deem that you need another checkup, second time, they'll now deem that you're not total fit to work. That's how you be separated. You still be a TDRL, but you still get VA pay while you're doing that as well. Like I said, you need medical documents. Start building your medical documents, get your treatment, stuff like that. Right? It may seem like it's a waste of time. A lot of time it is because there is no cure, but they want to have something like looking pretty for other people. Say, yeah, we did this and that. At least they want to try something, see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. A lot of times they give me backfired multiple times, and it was not pretty. So yeah, it took me 4 years. Uh, the second time, psychiatrist, the therapist that they interviewed me told me, "You're good. You don't have to do TDRL anymore. I'm gonna get this all filled out. We'll send you paperwork in to the mail. You sign it if you reach that thing. If not, you can appeal for it, and we'll do that and then that's it. That's all we all they. That's basically all they did for me. So that's how I got it. That's how I've been to PDRL. Let's see here. Discord, the link I sent you on the comments. It's like a kid's version of Skype. It's basically like a Skype social media. If you want to talk to me like personally, like one-on-one on voice or video chat, uh, if you have any questions, of course, I can try to help you out as much as possible. Let's see here. Do you not know what TDRL is? I do not know what the abbreviation of TDRL because PDRL because I'm so used to TDRL. They told me when I'm out, I actually googled it. And it's like it's a permanent and it's like, oh, okay. I know what PDRL now is. Last night I'm like looking. There's a lot of acronyms, especially in the military. I am not going to memorize all the damn acronyms. I barely recognize what I just did an hour ago. Also take cognitive tests. I do not. My brain doesn't process as well as it used to. Probably due to age, but a lot of the medication as well. I don't have an account. Like, what is that? I already explained what Discord is. So PDRL is an acronym for Permanent Disability Retirement List, and that we know that people get on TRL. We already know that. Retired, reclaim benefits, but upon temporary now, be evaluated for medical after 3 years, gotten better, etc. Yeah, we talked about that. We take you off the retiree list, separation, not change or gotten worse. Yeah, once you are in PDRL, you're considered retired, separated. You're basically disabled, retired disabled. Because I'm retired disabled. On my thing, I'm separated. That's what they put me as on my military ID card, so I can go to base and their base exchange or the commissaries. So So yeah, if that will take you off the retiree list and to separate you or has not, I will not care about this DoD percentages at all because you're getting paid through the A. But like I said, you pretty much your percentages of it is going to stay the same once they offer sign it. It'll probably stay the same within. Might be lucky to get 10 to 20% up more. That's probably more you probably will get unless you have like some kind of brain trauma damage, and that's a different story. You should get 400%. Brain trauma meaning getting shot in the head or got your head hit like a tank or an aircraft carrier like I did. Uh, Stuff like that. Not aircraft carrier, I mean my C5. I hit my head on the C5 multiple times. Give you a concussion, stuff like that. So, DoD are not great at giving you higher percentages. They will just give you whatever they think have on their list. The VA will be the one that you gain the pay from and the benefits from. I'll be more worried about the VA. I hope this really helps. Holy shit, 21 minutes. Hope this really helped. CHAnser Mish, I wish you luck. I'm on Discord. Just ping me on the Discord. It's actually lancelot on the Discord. You see it. You use it on your phone. I do my best to help as well as much as possible. You can also write me more comments. I'll try to reply as fast as possible. But you're going to need your e-benefit, your medical documents, your DD-214. Once you get out, go to VA Affairs, go to schedule CMP so you get your pay, everything started. Not the VA clinic, VA Affairs starts your pay. And you go to CMP with then they'll reevaluate you with percentage if you want to. 2 to 3 years, TDRL will call you, and so you go to the base and get reevaluated. If they want you for another visit, and it'll be another 2 or 3 years, so that you get your then pretty much a second time you TDRL. You know you're still considered military. Uncle Sam still owns you until your PDRL. Just letting you know, if you go to war and they really need someone, they're gonna pull your ass into the war. Even though I'm PDRL, Uncle Sam still owns me because I have a lot of knowledge on every aircraft. So I'll be pretty much put me in an office job. Same thing with you, so you don't have to worry about getting shot. But other than that, that's pretty much it that I can think of. But hopefully this helps. Sorry it's really long. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.